We were talking about the migrants.
What's this about them? Oh, the schools.
New York City has so many migrants.
Now, DeSantis did bring this up as well.
New York City students forced to go to school remote as city houses nearly 2,000 migrants at their school. And one mom goes off. Does it feel good? Why would you put migrants in a school where kids are supposed to go?
Who made that decision? I can see a church.
And then when
like
the
church
kids...
basement or a church or an old building that's not being used. It's not abandoned pretty much, but it's still usable. Working water, washrooms.
Students at Brooklyn High School were kicked out of the classroom to make room for nearly 2,000 migrants who were evacuated from a controversial tent shelter due to a monster storm closing in on the Big Apple. I said it and I will say it again. The mayor here in Chicago is a moron too. He wants to build these exact tent things. A storm comes in and will blow those things around.
I thought the kids was in there because of storm.
No. The tents couldn't hold the migrants because of the snowstorm that was coming. Oh. So they moved them to the school.
Oh, the school building.
You don't think that's not going to happen in Chicago when that Windy City wind come through there?
What city is this?
Somebody going to be making some pork and beans in this tent. One of these migrant people, and one of them big windstorms from Chicago going to come in and blow that whole thing down.
But on the other side of that, where is this?
New York.
Oh, I thought it was somewhere in the South.
No.
Where a lot of tornadoes.
No. Oh, you couldn't even have them there.
Winds and stuff.
The city made the move. It was last minute amid concerns that a massive migrant tent at Floyd Bennett Field would collapse from rains and gusting winds. Packing them, took all of the migrants, packed them in a bus, and took them over to the gym to stay at James Madison High School, which was 5 miles away. Last minute, parents got a phone call. Oh, your kids, they can't come to school tomorrow, whatever. They got to stay home and learn for a while, just a little bit until we can. People got jobs. Are you kidding me? Kids don't learn they found out these kids on this remote learning, they didn't learn nothing. They turn the computer on and they be sitting up there daydreaming for the whole class.
A lot of them fall back, too, in grades.
They fell back. A lot of them, their grades went down. All of that.
I know, but DeSantis made it known that for our country, the leadership that we have now, to put the migrants who are not even, they're over here illegal, over our children and their welfare and their educational opportunities. There's something has to be done. I don't even know.
And they said here in Chicago,
I give up trying to think about
they had to let them go back to O'Hare Airport.
I don't even know what to do.
We sat there when we came back from our cruise. And I didn't want to say nothing because I didn't want to be mean. I don't think I even told you this. When you went to get the car with Mama from the parking place, and I was sitting and waiting on y'all with the luggage and stuff, there was 2 homeless guys that came in and sat down.
By you?
That's all they had. They come in there. And then there's migrant families that were around. I didn't want to be mean, but it smelled really bad.
Remember?
Didn't you pull up and see me standing outside? And you didn't realize, why was I standing outside?
I don't remember. When was this?
This was when we was coming back from the cruise. Why would I be standing outside in the cold? You didn't even think about it when you pulled up. I was standing outside.
Remember the movie?
And that's mean to say that. Because you don't want to say people stink.
Remember the movie?
But it was so bad.
Car Wash. And that prostitute was in that washroom washing her stockings.
Yeah.
She was cleaning herself, changed her wig, put her new makeup on. People trying to get in. That one lady, I think her son was going to throw up.
But I didn't do it in a way where they knew I was moving because of them. When the first guy came in and sat down, and it was so bad, I couldn't, and you know how I am with smells. I'm horrible with smells. I'll throw up, seriously. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I didn't want him to think I was getting up because of him.
But if you got to get up because of him.
So I pretend like I was on the phone.
And you needed to go talk.
No, I said, oh, you outside? And I was like, and he was looking like, okay.
Such a good actress.
Yeah, I know. But I felt bad. I didn't want him to think I was moving because of him.
Okay, so, okay.
And then the other guy, you saw the other guy that was singing. He was singing church songs. And I said, Lord bless his heart. He was singing, every praise is to our God. Every word of worship. He was singing real loud when y'all pulled up. He was walking all around and he was getting up and sitting down.
He's one of the migrants, though?
No, he's the homeless person. Oh, homeless. That's what I'm saying. The regular homeless people don't have a place. And then you could tell there was migrant families. Anytime you see a family just sitting there, no luggage, they just sitting there. That's a migrant family.
So my question is, in that situation with the school.
At the airport.
They got to have a plan B.
They don't. That's why Nikki Haley said no more money, because the people are starting to complain. And when people start to complain, that's when the government does something. Because people are complaining.
I don't even know. You got 10,000 people in your area. What do you do? Because everybody's house is not taking them in. Do you do it at a big mega church? Remember, they was mad at Osteen when they had the Katrina.
Oh, he didn't let no. Was it Katrina?
Was it?
Not Katrina.
Oh,
that's New Orleans. That was the hurricane.
Oh, the hurricane. And he didn't let a lot of people. He
said he did because the church was flooded. That's what he said.
Okay.
He said they was having structural issues.
I don't even know what to do. How fast can you build something? How fast can you renovate something? Like, we got school buildings that are empty. They can be renovating.
There's probably crackheads and stuff already in there.
No, I'm saying, how long does it take to renovate? They could be in a tent temporarily until they renovate a school that's abandoned, not this pulling kids out of school. We got buildings that are boarded up. Why can't they renovate those buildings and get the water running? Yeah, it's still money, but it's still, it keeps them from being in the airport.
But what I don't understand is why you won't look like our mayor. Why won't the Chicago mayor say, the tent didn't work for them, it may not work for us? Why is he building tents in Chicago when we have just as bad snowstorms?
Okay, give him plan B then. What else he gonna do, Kim? Everybody is so mad and an uproar about it, but they have no other plan. Now that Abbott is sending them left and right, where you gonna put them? They can't just all stay on the street.
And then Joe Biden wants to cut down the wires and everything that Abbott is doing to try to keep people from coming in.
I don't even know. I'm done with the migrant thing. I don't even know what to say. What can you do when you have mass groups of people? And even when people were, remember, regular people who have, like the Katrina incident, a lot of people went to different states.
A lot of those people was told to leave and they didn't.
And I know that too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay.
The school neighbors were not keen on the last minute decision. This is effed up, said a local resident who identified himself as only Rob. He said, this is a litmus test. They are using a storm, a legitimate situation where they are testing this out. I guarantee you they'll be here for the entire summer. They trying to say it's because of the storm, but they probably gonna keep them kids there
They should they should put them right back in that tent.
There's 1,900 people getting thrown into my neighborhood, half a block from where I live, and we don't know who they are. This person says they are not vetted. Which is the truth. Remember, I told you they give them a thing and say, come back.
They giving some of them social security numbers, what Nikki was saying.
A lot of them have criminal records and backgrounds, and we don't even know. You can't even have a sex offender within a certain radius of your school or your house, and you don't know who's who.
Yeah, they blending in. Everybody just coming on over, no matter what they've done. And who they are.
And the people who say, because we always get people in the comments, and I've had people in our comments, that's not what Jesus would do. He would take everybody. And you know what? I'm going to agree with you. And I'm going to go one step further because you're saved and you're a Christian and you believe in what Jesus would do. I make a decree right now, tonight on the Woods Report show, I call all churches, mega churches, small churches, tent churches, all churches. Because Jesus, you want Jesus, and you know he wouldn't turn anybody away. He'll leave the border open and let everybody come in because the suffering that these people are doing back where they are. Every church member vow to take in an immigrant family. And I think that'll take care of it. Don't you think so?
You know that's not going to happen.
Just like the pastor gets up in the front.
I thought you was getting ready to say.
No, I'm decreeing.
No, I thought you was getting ready to say every church should take in.
Well, it's the same thing.
Not in the homes, but in the church itself.
Okay, in the building.
Because the tithes that people are paying,
I got it,
can go towards the electricity
You're
and
right.
the water.
Remember we said it'd be a whole neighborhood under T.D. Jakes Church, a whole town, a city
Basement.
under there.
You got to open fellowship hall. You just want to do chicken dinners for a while.
Okay.
Open up the fellowship halls like they do with the homeless people already.
Every church, if you have a large enough church, or if you have an extra area in your church outside of your sanctuary, like a basement or a
fellowship hall
or basketball court or whatever, you vow to take on all migrants that you can hold. You guys all come together when y'all do the pastor things, and you say, we'll take 10, we'll take 20, we got a big church. We can take about 1,000. Wow. Okay, how many can y'all take? Oh, we got a small church. We can take about 2 families. We have enough. We have an area.
And some of those churches that have taken those people into the church itself, there'll be families that go, I'll go further and
I'll feed them. Home. Oh, they'll go further and say at my home, or they'll feed them.
The tithes and offerings that the people are giving, because the tithes and offerings need to be going anyway,
right,
for ministry,
right. So there you go, right.
So temporarily, because you'll also bring in social workers, or people that can help them get whatever the word is, comfortable where they are, maybe find a job.
Second, English as a second language.
Pull in some businesses to say, we got 5 men here.
Yes.
Strong, willing to help you with lawn care.
Yeah.
Willing to help you do this.
Yeah.
Church.
Yeah. So if you want to say, what would Jesus do? Then do what Jesus would do. If not, close the border and nobody's coming in.
That's a good challenge, though, for the ministries of any ministry, really. I'll challenge any ministry, whatever your faith is. If you got a building, if you are Baha'i faith, if you Muslim, if you are Buddhist,
you're right. Every religion.
Because Gandhi and Mother Teresa,
what would Gandhi do?
Would have done this.
You're right.
Every Catholic church, they would have been, hey, can you take 10?
Right.
Hey, can you take...
Now, speaking of residents,
go ahead.
I've been trying to get to this story for about